Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to everyone. As a part of New Year resolution, I am going to start SQL series SQL playlist. Why SQL? What is the importance of SQL? Why every employee who want to get a software job or IT sector related job, they should learn SQL. They should aware of SQL. Why? Why? What is the importance of SQL? And why the people who want to be a software employee should know about the SQL. Nowadays I saw so many institutions, influencers selling their courses to the employees, to attract the students, non-IT people and BPO side people, to attract those people. Simply they are telling, like, everyone is seeing, join my course, no coding, easy software job, package guarantee, like that. But reality check, in today's software field, no coding software job is almost a myth. If you want a real IT job, IT developer, any software developer like tester, data engineer, cloud engineer, BA, anything, at some point in your career, you must talk to your database. And the language that almost everyone touches at least once in their software career is SQL. At least database concepts they have to know. The database concepts related to SQL they have to know. For suppose you may love Python, Java, JavaScript, anything, but finally your data sits in a database. To speak to that data, you need SQL. Here in this playlist, no fake promises, no magic 30-day, no coding job, like that. I don't want to tell these type of words. Here you will learn pure solid SQL from scratch to advanced, using 100 real interview and real-time questions. If you are completely non-IT but dreaming about IT, you are already in support of testing project and want to grow in your career, or you are a student who wants to strong foundation before jumping into AI, data science, or cloud related, then this SQL series is for you. Stay till to the end of this episode, and if it makes sense, commit to the full playlist. Okay, before going into our actual course, let's talk about this no coding software job marketing. Yes, there are a very few low code or no code style roles. Actually, some type of reporting tools, some RPA tools, some drag and drop website builders, like that. Those exist, but long term growth, high salaries, or on-site opportunities, they come only when you understand data and logic. And SQL is the easiest first step into that logical world. That's why in this series, instead of telling you like, don't worry, no coding, like that, the goal is to remove your fear of coding, and show you that SQL is one of the simplest programming languages to start with, and build you from I don't know anything to I can write, read, and understand real SQL queries used in this project. Okay, let's start our episode 1 on SQL related. Okay, let's dive into actual course. Okay, what is SQL, what are the types of SQL, what are the database, everything, let's see. Okay, here what is SQL. Let's start with these simple questions. The first episode, actually, what is SQL? SQL is nothing but is a standard programming language used to interact with relational databases. That means using SQL, you can store data, retrieve data, update data, and delete data from tables inside a database. Okay. Not only that, actually SQL is also used to create and modify database structures like tables, views, and indexes. So in simple words, SQL is a language that allows your software to talk to your database actually. Okay, here see, SQL is nothing but structured query language. Here for example, let's see, I will show you. Here, select star from employees, one one query is there. Here, when you write this select star from employees, you are telling the database, please show me all the records from the table called employees. So here, From episode 1 itself, remember this: SQL is not just theory, SQL is a practical language you can run every day on real data. Okay, like this. This is called SQL. Now let's see database. What is a database? Here, a database is an organized collection of data that is stored and managed electronically. Here, instead of keeping data randomly in Excel files, text files, screenshots, a database keeps it structured so that we can efficiently store, retrieve, update, and manage the data. Here, databases are used in almost every application you see today, like websites, mobile apps, business systems, banking, e-commerce, healthcare, everything. Now, let's see for suppose one practical example. Imagine an e-commerce website like Amazon or Flipkart. It will have a customer database. That database may store customer name, email, contact number, purchase history, like which products they bought, when, for how much, like that. All that information is stored in tables inside the database here, and SQL is the language used to talk to that database. So here, what is that? Database nothing but organized storage, and SQL is nothing but long ways to communicate with that storage, right? Now let's see the question 3, types of SQL commands. Here this is very important for interviews and also for understanding how SQL is structured. SQL commands are categorized into 5 main types based on their functionality. Okay, first one is DDL, data definition language. The purpose is defines the structure of the database like tables, columns. Some common commands here: create, alter, drop, truncate. This one, alter, drop. Here what is that? Here, creating a new table, changing a column type, like that. For DDM it will be helpful. I will explain in detail. Okay, just I am telling the definition. And what is DML? Data manipulation language. Manages the data stored inside the tables. For example, select, insert, update, delete, like that. Okay, inserting a new employee, updating salary, deleting a row, we have to use these commands, DML commands. DCL, next, DCL commands. What is DCL commands? Here data control language, control access and permissions. Here control access to the data, the grant and revoke commands mostly. What it will do? Giving a user permission to read a table or removing that permission. For suppose if you joined an IT company, initially for juniors or newly joined employees, they did not provide all the grants for the database access to modify the data or to insert the rows, to delete the rows, like that. They did not give grants. You have to raise some entitlements to get that, to get the permissions. Senior employees only have the permissions to make the changes to a table. Junior employees won't, because well, at the starting level they did not understand the data format, so there is a chance to delete the data from the table. So that's why initially they did not give permissions to some grants, some commands, some SQL statements, some queries like create command, insert command, delete command, like that. Okay, that is the here DCL, control access and permissions. And now TCL, transaction control language. This manages transactions in the database, group of operations that should happen together. That is like commit, rollback, save point. What is this? Commit, for example, commit is there. If you insert 10 rows, 10 rows, like 10 members of data into a table, if you want to save that 10 members data, you have to commit it. At the end of that, you have to commit it. If you write in any insert statement, definitely you have to use commit, or else that data won't save. If you close the tab, the data will be lost. If you want to save the data within the table, inside the table permanently, you have to use the commit command, that is called TCL, transaction control language. That's why at that time rollback also, if you delete something or some table or something, you can roll back the data by using rollback command. Simply rollback command. I will explain every command, no worries. Okay. And TQL nothing but data query language, especially for retrieving data from the database. The main command is select command. Okay, we already saw this one, to retrieve the data from the database. Now, yeah, this is the summary of the episode 1 here. So in this first episode you learned three fundamental things. What is SQL, what is a database? I already told SQL nothing but the language to speak to relational databases. What is database? Organized electronic storage of data used by almost every applications. And the five categories of SQL, okay, DDL, DML, DCL, TCL and DQL. If you learn these five command categories, the SQL will be completed. That's it. Simple, very. These entire database commands and the database structures, everything revolves around these five command categories only. Okay, definitely you have to understand these. From the next episode we will go deeper into keys and constraints, primary key, foreign key, unique key, not null, like that, and slowly we will build towards joins, subqueries, window functions and even performance tuning. Okay, if this was helpful, like the video, comment which background you are from and why you want to learn SQL, and subscribe so you don't miss the remaining 99 questions. Okay, see you in episode 2. Thank you so much.